Hi, I'm Ian Wright and you're watching Football Stats Online.
1, 2, 3.
Good evening. Yes, words fondly heard by Arsenal fans when Unai Emery was in charge. But he's gone now. But did he deserve to go? Did he really deserve to go? Did he deserve more time? I think he deserved more time. My brother, he's an Arsenal fan, clearly does not, and I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans don't think he deserved more time. But hear me out, guys. Hear me out. First of all, 11 game winning streak, and then he had a 22 unbeaten run when he first started. He was deemed the saviour for Arsenal. New hope, new glories awaited ahead. You know, Arsenal fans thought that this guy was the guy, the right succession to succeed Arsene Wenger. Now we hear Emery out, and now he's gone. But did he deserve to go? Did he really deserve to go? This is a guy who had 55% win rate out of 75 games, which is not too bad. Not too bad considering other managers. And also, the fact that 18 days just before he got sacked, Arsenal came out with a statement, and let me quote you, saying, Unai Emery is the right man for the job.
You needed to write that down to see that.
The right man for the job. I'm just doing quotes. I don't want to misquote Arsenal. You said he was the right man for the job. And yet, you sack him. You sack him. Did he deserve more time? Alright, Mark, so tell me, why did you guys sack Unai Emery when, as I said, the numbers, okay, not that favourable, but you know.
Not that favourable.
Hey, 55% wins out of 75 games,
just
and then 11 games winning, 22 game unbeaten run, including beating Tottenham. Tell me, why did he go?
Because if you watched Arsenal, you know why he went. So I'll run you through it.
Go on.
Right? He came in the beginning of August, had a decent pre-season. We all were filled with hope and optimism. This is the first manager post the Wenger era. So of course, you're hopeful. You think something is going to happen. You think the things that Arsene Wenger couldn't fix, this new guy will fix. The defending, make us more hard to beat. These are all things we thought Unai Emery would bring to us. None of that has come true. The games you're talking about, the 11 game winning streak, we could have lost half of those games easily.
You went 22 games unbeaten though.
Listen. I don't know how we did that now. Looking back, I have no idea how we did that. I think it's just the new manager, the players believe in what he's saying. You know, there's motivation. Because when he first came, yeah, we were winning the ball up higher. We were really pressing. But then from, let's say beginning of the new year. Okay, let's just fast forward it to the part for the Palace game, right? Because that was the pivotal game. Palace at home. You have the chance. You only need one win to get to the top 4. Palace at home, Brighton at home, and we mess it up.
But that shouldn't dictate a manager's career. But go on.
Look, he's fired now, and you look at the pivotal moments. That was a pivotal moment. The Crystal Palace game. The second most pivotal moment is the final against Chelsea, where we didn't turn up at all. That was massive because I think from then the players lost all belief in his methods and all his tactics. Because what we've seen this season is we haven't played a single good game. Teams who are way below us in the table come to Emirates and impose their style on us. They have more shots. They are comfortable in the game. We can't control the games. And we can't even create chances. We don't even create that many chances against them. People tell me that Arsenal are good going forward, bad at the back. No, Arsenal are bad at going forward and are bad at the back as well. So it's terrible. So we really we had to sack him. There was no choice. We had to sack him. Even if what's coming next is worse, even if Freddie being in the interim charge is worse, it doesn't really matter. We had to sack Unai Emery. We're not going anywhere with him. It wasn't getting better, it was getting worse.
Yeah, but you know, I just feel like
but you know, what does that mean?
No, but the thing is, look, like I said, I think that, don't get me wrong, he had his moments, a lot of moments. But I just feel like I think in the Premier League, and I guess that this is the nature of the game. It's a cutthroat business. Most managers look at Pochettino. I know he had 5 years there, but I personally don't think he should have gone. You know, most managers now, it's almost like a 3 years and you're out kind of situation. I just feel like he had such a great start. Maybe it was the players who perhaps they lost weight. Let me finish.
It wasn't a great start.
It was a great start. 11 game win and 22 unbeaten. I think that's a good start. But maybe the players, again, they lost faith in him. They lost favour with him. And then when the players don't play for you, then I guess that's game over. So in terms of the next steps, you mentioned Freddie Ljungberg. Who would you like to see as Arsenal's new manager?
So I have two options. The choice for me, it's just something I just have to see. I just want to see it. I just want to see Arteta. I just want to see what he does with the team.
No experience.
But the most logical choice and the smarter, well-rounded choice would be for Brendan Rodgers.
But I don't think
he ticks all the boxes. He has the experience. He has the pedigree. He's managed the Premier League before. Speaks perfect English. He communicates well. Every single box, I think he ticks basically. So.
But then I don't think Brendan Rodgers would leave Leicester right now to come to Arsenal.
He wouldn't leave in the middle of the season, I don't think.
I don't even think he would come next season. I personally don't. I think Leicester's squad is better than Arsenal. I think that Leicester have more potential at the moment. Obviously, in terms of the club size, Arsenal is a more bigger club. But, you know, I just think that Leicester, for Brendan Rodgers... do you know what? I don't know if this is the case because it's only been two managers, but do you think Arsenal's a poison challenge for managers?
No.
No?
There's no evidence to suggest that. It's just the club just needs a big change and a big revitalizing. I think people want to make it seem like this is the hardest job. It's going to take 5 years and like to get back. No. What are you talking about? It's going to take time, of course. It's not going to be like 2 months, but like this idea that we have a terrible squad, they all got to go, it's not that bad. It's never as bad as all these pundits and media people will tell you. It's never that bad. I mean, there's things that have to change, but the idea that it's terrible, we go start again, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. If you look at the individual players, imagine if they actually played and to their full potential. It's not that bad. Let me look at us as a fullback. If Hector Bellerin can get back to his form, if Tierney can settle down, the problem for me we have right now is central midfield and centre back. Now the centre backs is a hard position because it's weird because if you look at all around the thing, you look at Man City how much money they spend on centre backs over the years and it still don't look great most of the time.
Oh, Laporte and
Laporte. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Laporte is good, but Otamendi they spent 55 million on. Not looking great. Mangala, remember, not looking great. So it's a hard position. It's clearly a hard position, and it's a position we need to really sort out because we spent money there. Not crazy money, but we spent decent money there, and they don't look good at all. They just too error prone, and in central midfield we just so soft. People just walk past our central midfield. It's like it's not there. So soft. So
do you agree then that Arsenal have like a soft underbelly in a sense where?
No, we're soft. We're a soft team. We're a soft team, and that's always been the way.
And then
we've been a soft team for like 10 years.
But then, if you know you were a soft team, why hire Unai Emery?
Because we all thought that he would fix that. With his intensity, we thought if you look at what he did with Seville and Valencia, we thought he'd be like a little bit more solid. But actually, if you look at the stats in terms of Seville, he ran a whole season while winning an away game. So maybe that should have told us what was actually coming. So, maybe that should have been ringing alarms.
When a new manager comes in, obviously the fans were fans will always get on the manager's back. But do you think the new manager needs to win the fans quite quickly?
Yeah, I mean, these days you need to have a connection with the fans. I think you see, like in other clubs, like Man City and Pep, Liverpool, Klopp, Chelsea, Lampard, even Brendan Rodgers has a decent connection with the Leicester fans in such a short amount of time. You need a little bit of connection so the supporters can just get behind you and obviously get behind the team because in order for, I think, a club to function totally. I feel like you have to have the connection between the players, the manager, and the fans. I mean, historically, that always has yielded the best results, as we've seen. So these days, you need better communication between the fans and like the manager. So back in the day, Arsene Wenger would say stuff like, "Oh, you know, we have the money, we just haven't identified the right players. You know, we just kept telling that to the fans, selling the fans the dream. You know, it's I will spend it." When really, you just didn't have the money. We never said it. Whereas these days, I think you need to be way more transparent with the fans. Otherwise, because things leak. They leak a lot more. You know, people are getting things on Twitter from journalists and all that stuff. So there's way more, fans know way more than they ever did. So it's better to be transparent than to develop a mistrust between the fans and the club. Yeah.
So you said you want Arteta. What's the difference between Arteta and Ljungberg?
The only difference is that Arteta spent 3 years with Pep. That is the only difference.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. On a CV level, that's the only difference. It's difficult because if Arteta was to come right now, would Ljungberg think, well, you know, we're basically the same? Does he feel undermined in a way? Because does he want to be like an assistant coach to Arteta? Would that be?
I don't think.
I think it'll be quite it might be a tricky one to navigate, but I don't know. I just feel like Arteta is the exciting one. That's the one where the fans will think, whoa, okay. Really? Anything can happen. Yeah, because it's in the mode of Zidane, it's in the mode of Pep, it's in the mode of Lampard.
Zidane?
Yeah, when Zidane went back to Real Madrid, he managed the youth team and then went straight.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, and Pep, same thing, managed the youth team straight. He didn't have any managerial experience, really.
Did Arteta manage the Arsenal youth team?
Well, no, but he's managing as an assistant with Pep. So you can argue that's even more experience than managing a youth team. You could. In some ways, you
depends on what, like, do you have an assistant manager who's just putting out the cones, or do you have an assistant manager who's actually contributing?
Yeah, but Leroy Sané said that you know, people talk about Pep and this and that, but Arteta helped me a lot, even more. So we don't know for sure. Look, the fact is, look, you can be a good coach, you can be this, you can be that, and you can still fail. So it's a risk for Arteta, but we know he wants it, and we know Arsenal hold him in high regard. I think the reason why I didn't get it in the end last season is because Gazeta just blocked it because of the lack of experience and the lack of backroom staff. So, for me personally, I want Arteta, but at the same time, I think if it's not Arteta, for me the only choice is Rodgers. I was thinking about it before. I think, Allegri. There's people talking about Marcelino. People talking about the guy from Boca Juniors.
What about the elephant in the room that is Pochettino?
No. For me, Pochettino, I thought about it a lot. Initially, I liked it. But I want him to choose Arsenal. I want him to have all the options available. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Man United, blah, blah, blah. And still choose Arsenal. And I don't think he would. I think Arsenal is the easy choice for him. His family's here. He just stays here. But no, I want to go Poch. I want to see somebody just brand new. So, I don't know. For me, Arteta will be the one. But if not Arteta, Rodgers. If not, I don't know. Oh well, that's not true. So there's others, the outsiders. Ten Hag at Ajax. Nagelsmann at Leipzig. I like him a lot. And maybe Tuchel at PSG. But at the same time, those managers aren't perfect either. Because people for how good Ajax is, especially this year in the Champions League. That's the only team I love watching them in the Champions League this year. They did bottle it against Tottenham in their semi-final. I mean, they were 2-0 up, cruising, and they didn't make the final. The long ball killed them. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I still think Emery left too soon, but that's just my opinion. So what do you guys think? I'm sure if you're an Arsenal fan, you're gonna be just like, no, he should have gone way earlier, perhaps not even started the season. What about if you're not an Arsenal fan? Do you think Emery should deserve more time? You know, I still think he was quite entertaining, especially in his press conferences.
No, he wasn't.
What did
That's
he
a
say?
lie. He's not.
What did he say in
entertaining
his last conference?
He said we improved. He said we improved. How is that possible?
Improved.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like that, you're tone deaf because it's just not even about English or it's not a language thing. This is like you're not even connected with the fact. How could you think, even if you think we improved, how can you say it with the climate?
Just to clarify, you mean Emery's tone deaf, not me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because if you can tell, like everybody is upset about losing, blah blah blah, and then you say we improved. See, I think towards the end he wanted us to be sacked, to be honest, but yeah.
Well, anyway, let's hear your comments. We'd love to hear your comments. Also, who do you think will be the next Arsenal manager? Who do you want to be the next Arsenal manager? Do you want Arteta like this guy is saying? I'm guessing not. Or maybe there are some people who want Arteta. Or do you think Brendan Rodgers is the guy to take Arsenal to the helm, to Champions League and Premier League glory? Let us know your thoughts. And as always, thank you so much for watching.
People tell me that Arsenal are good going forward, bad at the back. No, Arsenal are bad at going forward and are bad at the back as well. Bad at going forward and are bad at the back as well.